So, yo, guys, actually, today I actually want to share a story of how a trader actually turned $100 to $10,000 and lost everything in just a week. I mean, in a week. There's a 22-year-old forex trader called Daniel. He actually discovered forex through social media every day. He watched videos of traders showing luxuries, car, expensive watches, and screenshots of huge profits. So he became so convinced that forex was his escape for what? Poverty. You understand? So he deposited his first $100. For weeks, nothing really happened, but he lost small amount of what? His money, blew several accounts, and almost gave up. Then one day he found a strategy. He found a strategy that seems to work. He started risking more money on each trade. He grew account, he grew his account from $100 to almost $300. Then from $300 to what? To $1,000. Within a few months, Daniel had already turned his small account into more than a 10,000 balance already. Now, his friends began asking him for advice. He posted his profits online and started believing that he had mastered the market. You understand that feel that when you started making profits, that feel that's a that feelings you have that, oh, I finally understood how this thing work. I'm locked in profit. Then within a few months, Daniel had already turned just $100 to what? To almost ten more than $10,000. Then but something dangerous was growing inside him. That is what overconfident. He never knew overconfidence was actually growing inside him. He stopped using stop loss automatically. He stopped using stop loss. He increased his lot size. Instead of reaching 1% of his account, he started reaching 20%, sometimes even 50%. He believed that because he had won before, he could not what? Lose. Then came one bad week. The market moved against him on Monday. Instead of accepting losses, he opened another trade to recover his money. By Tuesday, he had lost even more. Fear turned into anger, and anger turned into what? Revenge trading. Every new trade was larger than the previous one. What was he doing? He was just trying to what? Recover his money. At this point, he was not trading the financial market, he was trading his emotion. His emotion was controlling him. Now, he stopped sleeping. He checked the chart every few minutes. By Thursday, his 10,000 account had fallen below what? $2,000. On Friday, desperate to recover everything, Daniel placed one final trade, using almost all the money left in his account. A few hours later, his balance is already reached zero. At this point, he sat in silence, staring at the screen. The market has not defeated him. The market did not defeat him. His emotion had. Years later, Daniel realized an important lesson. Making money in trading is difficult, but keeping it is even harder. Success in Forex is not about predicting every market move. It is about discipline, patience, and controlling the part of yourself that always wants more. You understand? Now, the biggest enemy of a trader is not the market, it is his mind. What I actually learned from this story of this guy is that he actually thought trading was easy. But most of the time, trading is not easy. Trading is just your mindset, your psychology, your ability to what? To understand and be patient on the necessity of taking risks and losses that will not actually blow up your account. A lot of people think making money in forex or financial market is actually easy, of which it is. But keeping the balance is actually the most riskiest part of the whole thing. So what did you actually learn from this? What did you actually learn from this story of Daniel, a 22-year-old boy who turned $100 to actually $10,000 and lost everything in a week? One thing I will say in this video is this: anytime you find a strategy that actually works, it is your gateway to what? Financial freedom. But there are a couple of things that you should actually do if you don't want to what? Become drained out and become unsuccessful, even and finally leaving that strategy. What should you do? Firstly, when you find out that that trade is that strategy is actually giving you 10 successful trade in consecutive, what you do is learn what time frame that strategy actually works. Learn on what market condition that strategy actually works. And finally, learn which pairs, what market does it work. Is it XAU USDT? Is it BTC? Is it currency pair? Learn which market it actually works. What market does that strategy actually work? And the last but not the least is learn on which structure base, on what structure base. Listen very careful. On what structure base? What is your market condition? What is your entry level? What are the conditions for your entries? What are your conditions for taking decision? What are your conditions for analysis? If you can actually learn this on any strategy that gives you 10 consecutively to 50 consecutive win, you can actually become what? Profitable. Thank you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. This is your boy Marco Forex. I'll bring you more content, more strategy, and I'm going to be sharing the strategy this guy called Daniel actually found that made him those amounts of money. The strategy is just simple. What is the strategy? The strategy is what? Using RSI and what? MACD. RSI and MACD. I'm going to be dropping the settings in the description, and I hope you guys watch the video to this very end. Thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing. Share it to that forex trader who's always losing money in the financial market. Share it to that your guy. Share it to that your friend. Share it to that person you know that has lost a lot of money, so that they can actually use this strategy to build up their career back. Thank you. Bye for now.